Okay, I'm back, collective. I am going to finish I had to do a separation because that was a uh, takeover. Okay, like I said before, sometimes the divine move, how he moves is how he moves. I just accept it and I do as he says. All right. So I'm going to take it from there. So this is the second part of this is behind what the lies of that what my cousin Tanisha K had spread it and what was being spread it amongst other people. This is a unique way that the divine showed me how to do this. All right. It says in the back, this is what people are talking about. It says a woman's house of Armenian or white Indian dream of genie having sex with a sexual man with penis that parts down woman, uh, sympathetic spells, etc. Everything possible of paying for sex addiction sunrise, right? So this is all the stuff that Tanisha was putting out there that she was touching on. And it was nothing but what she was doing, okay? I'm not done yet. The other side, the other female said, there is a masculine in her bedroom throwing pillows, sheer drapes, looking very stylish. This femme is married. Uh, she is she has multiple men fetishes of bonding with a transsexual. She has breast implants. The middle woman's so she's in the third parties and I have sex with women and transsexuals and I sell myself for money and from I'm acting like I'm from the islands and I video record people and sell videos to make money and she do anything and everything sex tantric and I do come to me spells and I do all types of stuff and sexual manners and her to have a train. I get trains ran on me and it went on until the morning. I want to know how is it that you know so much about, even though collective, I know it's a lie. It's definitely a lie because I'm trying to figure out how the hell did I have time to do all of this shit with 3 kids. I'm working. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the house during COVID. I'm not being led to do that. I'm actually in the crib, being helping me at this time for my mother and my 2 sisters. And my sister that was out of my one of my sisters that has MS, she just recently passed. And I wasn't going nowhere. I was actually in the house, minding my business, and I want to know who is willing to do all of this at this time or at that time when COVID had first broke out. And this was last year, 2019. No, 2020. So this was going on since 2019 that Tanisha K was doing this behind my back. And this was the sexual satanic group I was talking about, collective. So the divine showed me that it was my cousin, Tanisha K, that was doing this stuff to keep me stuck out of pure jealousy because she always felt like I got what I wanted when she didn't even pay attention to the fact of how she was being treated. And I realized how she was being treated when we was growing up in church. I never did anything to this woman. I didn't even speak no ill willings or anything of when she had her first daughter Sierra, when Sierra was born with all of those health issues. I never said anything to it. I accepted everything about it and I still saw the beautiful child and she's still beautiful to me. And that's the crazy part. My heart was so authentic and genuine with my cousin to the point to where I felt open and vulnerable at some point to reveal to her. And this was the cousin I was talking about, 444. As I said, that collective, I'm balanced and I'm moving forward and I'm like 3 times ahead of this confusion. But I know that these 3 people are being convicted. These 2, that this transsexual that everybody is hooking up with, or it's a masculine that dresses up as a woman who still has his woman parts, is going around having sex with multiple people in my family. And this person has a sexually transmitted disease because she also had that with Roger. And I also know about, my cousin Tanisha. She forgot to mention, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just add that in here because I'm being led to do this. Like, even though my ancestors in the divine showed and revealed and exposed one half, but I'm being led by my ancestors to go ahead, and this is the green light. Tanisha also was fucking her cousin Vincent. And Vincent had fucked my dad. They all was touching on going in each other. Roger was fucking Vincent. Roger was fucking Tanisha. Roger was fucking the transsexual. Whoever the fuck it was, they all passing that disease around to each other. And by her being judged today by the divine himself that used me as a willing vessel, spoke through me and said his final judgment, she will be stuck with every impurity and deity that she attached herself to sexually, and she will feel every aching moment. Have you ever been that type of individual to where you would sacrifice your own freedom of relief of any entities and attachments to any psychological dismemberment that you allow because you like the satisfaction of temptation and that God deliver you from it, but you accept falling into it because you like the feeling of what it made you feel superior of, but which was the opposite? Collective, you can reach a level within yourself of sacrificing what deities that you have from within and recognizing of loving yourself. If no one else can, that the divine would show you how to heal what needs to be purged and removed. And you do not have to accept the mindset of lies and deceit, of accepting it within yourself, knowing that it is wrong. And you know that it comes with all types of dark attachments, but you are filled with greed and envy. So much that you are blinded by your own deeds. And because I recognize and I submit, you are to be shut down. That means physically, mentally, spiritually, everything about you that was given to you, even if you stole it, he was willing to shed grace upon your soul and give you another opportunity, as I signed the same contract that was presented to you. And you think I, who accept healing and change and accept loving myself and knowing the true abundance, the strongest energy of all, who am I connected to from source himself, confirm the truth and clarity within me. I need no other to tell me nothing to convince me otherwise, because I know man is not true. Women are not true, but the divine is, and I care not. And every time that you dispute every single sexual deed of everything you just gave, God gave you an opportunity for you to hang yourself, and you took the temptation. It wasn't worth saving your soul. You chose to live in famine over jealousy for no reason. You had a wholesome, genuine love right in front of you, and you spat on it, which was an insult to the divine, because she was truly gifted to lead you out of that poverty mindset and show you a way how to heal. Now you are cut off. So collective, whatever lies that was said out in the background, I truly do not care. I still benefited from it because the divine showed me on how to transmute what negativity and any social media doppelgangers, anybody that was in my family that was stealing from me. It's going to come to a complete stop. And I'm not standing in the way. I'm doing what I'm being led to do. And if that means that you are being exposed, please know this. Take that opportunity to change and drop your ego and pride. All right. And anybody that believe these people's lies and you have fallen into the pit that they have dug for themselves, please know that I had nothing to do with it. You were in the range and you decided to invest your energy in that. My ancestors is showing me a pool of stew of trash. So, oh my goodness, I just like they are very, very uneasy on the other side. Okay? And they don't like the acts of what my family was doing and they continue doing. But hey, you live and you learn, collective. So to avoid any bad judgment or pileups on you, I would advise you to please take heed to this. If hey, like, share, subscribe, use it to imply in your life to not ever invest in any more activities of sexual tantric or no chanting, no group sex, no none of that with anybody. And love yourself, put yourself first. 11:11, as I said that, and you will be, your foundation from within would be abundantly blessed from the divine. And he takes great honor in people who take honor in putting themselves first over trauma to heal from it and go head first in and acknowledge that something is off and I must balance myself out. And in order for me to reach that healing, I will let the divine deliver me from evil. All right. And while he's delivering you from evil, you are learning how to heal and still release with love and light and know of it any no more. You know what I'm saying? Just because we have to forgive, but I need y'all to understand it's a great deal of understanding the meaning of forgiving. Forgiving is not always implied as you just forgiving somebody of what they did to you. That's not what forgiveness is all about. Behind that, forgiveness is for building a foundation within yourself of learning how to humble yourself by self-reflecting and putting yourself in that person's shoes and acknowledging what part you played in that traumatic trauma that you added to that problem. Even if not acknowledging that person's mindset of what chemical imbalance that person has and using that wisdom that God give you to actually learn how to forgive that person for yourself and cast that person away. You do not have to invest in that person anymore, especially once the trust has been, devoured and demolished. Okay? So learn from it and apply it so that you can take the steps of knowing, even through self-observation of someone else's situation, or you just sitting back, being quiet, cut it. Don't say anything and open your ears and be a willing vessel to hear the doctrine. Always be open to, but use your discernment. Be wise in your opening of your ears because you cannot open up your ears to everybody. You do have spiritual manipulators as well who hide in behind the church and defile God's name. He is also going to start, he's pillaging they're showing me a pillage of people running out of churches that are being set on fire. Okay. And look, collective, God ain't playing. He's purging this world and he's doing it by force. All right. So again, please like, share, subscribe, and God bless. And if I have any more information, I will let the collective know. Okay? Bye.